What's up, guys? Welcome back. Just dropped $2,000 into the Dividend portfolio. About to make some buys. In this video, I'm going to tell you the 10 stocks I just bought right now and the reasons why. If you've been following the portfolio now for a little bit, guys, you know that the amount of stocks I have in my portfolio is pretty much where I want to be at. Right now, I'm at about 18 stocks in my Dividend portfolio. And later this week, I'll do a full deep dive. I'll show you everything that's in there and where it exactly stands. But I'm not really purchasing that many new stocks right now, mostly because of the volatility and what's going on in the market, the uncertainty of our presidency, and what that might do to the market. I have not been adding new stocks, so what I'm doing is currently adding to old positions that I currently have. To figure out and decide how much of each stock I'm buying and what stocks I'm actually buying, I'm pretty much just looking at my cost basis, seeing if I can get any deals, anything's on sale, anything is dipped. If anything has shot through the moon in the last couple of days, last week or so, I may try and avoid adding to those positions, things like that. All of these stocks are long-term holds, so I'm not really worried too much about the volatility. Pretty much just dollar cost averaging on a weekly basis, adding to positions as I get more money and as I can put more money into the portfolio. So I'll go through each one by one and then I'll put a list up at the end so you can see them all kind of in one place. The first stock I added this week is Verizon, ticker symbol VZ. I purchased 2 shares of Verizon this week and I got them at a price of $60.49. For those new to the channel, I do own 100 shares of AT&T as well. That's over in my wheel portfolio where I'm selling cash covered puts and covered calls as part of my option strategy. But I am going to be building up Verizon over time. In all honesty, I really believe that Verizon as a company is a better long-term investment than even AT&T. I got into AT&T because the dividend was high and the share price was a little bit lower. But as far as telecommunications, I'm a huge fan of Verizon. I'm going to be adding to them on a weekly basis. You guys know I love Realty Income, so I added 2 more shares to my Realty Income holding right now. I got those at $62.14, and that's going to be building up. I hope to be doing the wheel with O sometime in the near future. I love Realty Income. I just did a video about how I also love Stag, so that's another position I'm going to be building up. Both Stag and Realty Income as far as REITs. Those are my 2 REIT holdings and 2 stocks that I love in that particular space, and I am building both up. Right now, I am doing the wheel with Stag, so I have 100 shares of that. But I am going to be adding to Realty Income, building that up to 100 shares as well. So like I said, this week, added 2 more Realty Income shares at $62.14. For $103.89, I got 1 share of ABBV this week, guys. Ticker symbol ABBV. I'm a huge fan of ABBV inside their space with their drug Humira and also with their future in Botox. I'm really bullish on what ABBV can do over the long term. They have an awesome dividend play. So like I said, ABBV, I'm going to be adding to them a small position now, which I'll show in a future video. But like I said, ABBV, I'm very happy with them. I'm going to continue to add them to the portfolio as well. Next is my favorite bank stock, ticker symbol JPM, JP Morgan Chase. It's also the bank that I use for my checking account like that. I got 1 share at $121.47. I also own 100 shares of Wells Fargo. That is my bag. If you've been around for a while, you know how much I loathe Wells Fargo, and I can't sell them off until I break even. I'm actually getting pretty close with all of the covered calls and cash secure puts that I'm selling. I do have 100 shares of Wells Fargo, but JP Morgan Chase, definitely my favorite, and that's why I added to them this week. For the people that have been subscribed for a while, you know how I feel about the next company, 3M. I pretty much add to 3M every single week. It would be hard pressed for me not to add 3M to the portfolio. I picked up 1 share, $176.67. This is one of those where I really don't care what the share price is. Pretty much going to be dollar cost averaging up, down with them. 3M is definitely a position that I plan on holding for a very long time. It's been featured in my stocks to buy and hold forever videos. I love 3M, what their future is, and I invest in them every single week. Ticker symbol PEP is next, and that is PepsiCo. Got 1 more share of that at $143.91. They are my favorite food and beverage company. I own a bunch of Pepsi. I love it. I love their play on both their drink and all of their other products inside their food portfolio as well. I love Pepsi, huge fan of it, very bullish on it. Long term, going to be a stock I buy and hold forever. As part of my dividend growth play, I picked up another share of Visa this week for $210.87. I have a couple shares of Visa, and I also own a few other dividend growth type stocks inside the portfolio. And this was the one that I added this week. I pretty much go back and forth every other week with Visa and MasterCard. So this happened to be Visa's week. Next week, I'll probably be adding MasterCard to the portfolio. Another dividend growth stock that I kind of flip back and forth every other week, I added this week, and that's Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. I got one share of that for $213.73. I pretty much alternate weeks between them and Apple, and I think Microsoft, I might actually like Microsoft a little even more than Apple. If I only had $10,000, you told me I can only invest in one, I'd probably choose Microsoft right now. I just like where they're going, and I'm also a huge fan of Bill Gates, so anything he's doing, I'm going to be doing as well. But like I said, every other week, I alternate back and forth, and this week I got Microsoft. The ninth stock that I added this week, another dividend growth kind of play. It's almost like what I would consider a dividend growth stock with its dividend percentage right there on the cusp of what I consider a dividend stock, but definitely dividend growth, a company that is going to be around forever, a retail store that is not Amazonable in my opinion just yet, and a store that all of us need on a regular basis, day to day, and that is Home Depot, ticker symbol HD. Guys, I love Home Depot. I love it more than Lowe's. I don't think it's going anywhere. If I had to choose, like if I need anything, I'm going to Home Depot to get it. Contractors use it on a daily basis. I think it's going to be hard to push Home Depot out of the space that they're in. I picked up one share for $272.11 this week. The 10 stock that I added to this portfolio is like the bond of my dividend portfolio. You guys know that I'm just a little bit too young to be wanting to invest in bonds, but I do love utilities, and I kind of use them as my bonds. You know, they're pretty safe plays. They trade pretty flat. My favorite utility is Duke Energy, ticker symbol DUK. I added one share of them for $95.12. They have an awesome platform. They're a huge utilities company. They pay a great dividend, and I love their reputation. I don't think they're going anywhere. They're kind of like a buy and hold forever utility for me. One of the few utilities that I am invested in, and I'm going to be adding Duke on a weekly, regular basis. So those are the 10 stocks I added this week, guys. Here's the full list. Verizon, Realty Income, ABBV, JP Morgan Chase, 3M, Pepsi, Visa, Home Depot, Duke Energy, and Microsoft. The dividend portfolio is just under $75,000. Next week, I will do a full breakdown. I'll let you know how much of each one of those holdings I have, how much I'm receiving in dividends. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. You'll get that full update in the week to come. Until I see you guys on the next one, stay positive, work really, really hard. Always, please be kind to other people. Hope you have yourself an amazing day and an even better tomorrow.